I don't know how it's going to come, but I'm going to get it. So I kept saying it every day. Every day I said, even if it remains the last day and it's just 11:59 to enter the second month, I will still get that thing. I don't know how. So 2 weeks after, I went somewhere and somebody just gave me a flyer that just check it, since you are into tech, you may like it and the likes. And I wanted to throw it away, but somebody said, check
Just
it now.
check.
You are not an illiterate. At least read what's
We'll
there.
go through.
So I read it and I saw that there was a training, 1 week training by the Lagos State government then, and the best the best three will be given the gadgets I was expecting
wanted.
and wishing for.
Oh, wow.
And I said, wow, this is the answer to my prayer. This is what I've been expecting. So I enrolled for it. I went for the 1 week training, and they were to announce the winners on Monday. So on Sunday, when I was with my brother, I told them that I'm going to be among the first three, and that I'm going to take it. My imagination
Already
was
planning,
working.
yes.
And when we got there that Monday, the news people were there, and the newspaper, everybody was there. And they called the fifth. I said I'm not, because the fifth and the fourth are getting like 20,000. I said no, that's not for me. That's not what I bargained for. So they called the fifth and the fourth. I was not there. So they called the first. I was not. Then my voice started vibrating. That was
it's not me.
So because I was expecting myself as the first. Then after that, they called the second. I was not. I was already sweating.
Of course.
Because the reality was just there that this is for me. And when they called the third, I was the one. I said, wow,
finally.
But
you see,
these things are not theories.
Yes.
That's why I'm giving an example of my life where it worked for me.
Okay.
So those things are not theories, and it takes years of taking in the right
things,
knowledge before you can be saying the right thing. And it's not too late for anybody to start out.
I know the thing I want to draw out of that story is you already had a picture.
Yeah.
So I have always been a firm believer that where your mind goes, your body eventually follows right there. Yes. And the work was being put into ensuring, because if you did not do any work, you would not be expecting to be the first three. Yeah. And that's what most of us do. We take most of the time to complain. We take a lot of time trying to point out the problems, but we don't sit to look at how we can come out of the problem. So for that story, it is different because there is a problem, which is I need this gadget. How do I go about getting this gadget? That is another problem you need to solve. So yes, it's hard now, but what do I need to do to come out of this problem? I need to also solve a problem, or I need to also fill in a blank, right? And so when you are able to do that, then you imagine that you got the gadget eventually. Yes. But what I realized with a lot of us is we just think that is a one-step thing. Like, if I want this, is just one way. I will get it. It's one way. It's either I get it through. So for you now, you might have not been open to other possibilities of having this gadget. Even reading that flyer, for someone who does not have the mindset of accepting different possibilities, they'll just throw it away. I will throw it away because the only way I feel that a gadget should come is me going there, paying the money and getting it, forgetting that there are multiple ways in which I can get that gadget. And this is what happens to most of us. So what do you think we can do to get out of that space?
Okay, so like one of the things you can do is, I said, you have to get in the right knowledge into you. You have to focus on the right knowledge. If the right knowledge is not in you, you can't say what you don't have. It's what you have you say. And what you say is what you will have at the end of the day. So that's how it works. It works in a circle. You must first of all have the right knowledge, then you say the right words, then you have the right things that you are expecting.